Join the Artificers cast as we play The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. As you clambered down what was I saying, the causeway onto the mushrooms and into the very stinky, smelly, squelchy swamp that appears to be covering the whole of this area from what you've seen so far. Before you climb down, you noticed a balloon that appeared to be careening out of control, heading towards what looked to be a tall tower poking out of the mist some way to the east, and you decided to try and make your way there. On the way there, a couple of things of the swamps. You found this gushing well of water, upon the top of which were some shiny trinkets. Jazal managed an absolutely incredible shot with the dart to knock one down, and then promptly bottled it when he heard a voice whispering at him, "Give it back," which he duly did. What did you do? Oh, Borges moved an entire 10 gallons of water, or gallon?
Yep.
A whole puddle.
Yeah, one puddle.
Moved the puddle, which then sort of very quickly came back into being a puddle. Anyway, it's good to use that spell. After which, then you carried on your way, and the swamp suddenly flooded, really, very quickly. Rukito,
I almost drowned.
You did almost drown, yes. Fortunately, Borges was kind of towering above that, and you managed to get on his shoulders, and then you found a raft floating, which you failed to jump onto, quite spectacularally. So anyway, the waters then receded almost as quickly, in fact probably quicker than they arrived, and you now find yourselves completely soaking wet. Those of you with armor and everything else are feeling particularly soggy. Everything underneath the armor is soaking. I'm going to allow that your backpacks are probably parts of it, mate. Some of the stuff in there is probably not completely waterlogged, being traveling backpacks. The ground underneath is very, very wet now. You can hear all around you buzzing of insects, croaking frogs, and steam rising, which is why you've got this almost constant mist. But you feel you're probably maybe no more than about half a mile from the tower, which you can see even from here, it seems to be leaning at quite an angle. Okay, what do you want to do next?
I guess continue move towards the tower. Or
What?
did we get to the balloon?
Yeah, balloon.
To the balloon!
To the balloon. The balloon was definitely heading in the direction of the tower. You can't see anything of the balloon at this point. Okay, so are you all in agreement that this is what you want to do?
Go to the balloon, see what's there. If everyone's dead, take all their stuff. Wait.
Yeah. I would like to share
Roughly
some
tell me
information.
what order you're going to all walk in. How are you aligning yourselves?
Who's the Gandalf for the group?
It's quite an open flat valley, right?
I mean, it looks like that, but there's lots of thickets of bushes and clumps of grass and puddles and things. So, I mean, you can certainly, well, just tell me roughly how you want to be, but you will need to be kind of walking around things and ducking under things and climbing over mushrooms.
I'm happy to just be at the front. That's all right.
Okay.
Yep, that sounds good.
What?
I'll.
You?
No, Giselle definitely can go in front, and I'll go a little bit behind. Borges has refound his notebook and is going to take some notes as he goes on the nature and flora and fauna that he finds too.
Oh, nice. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Well, they are. Yes, it is abundant. If very swampy.
It's swampy.
Swampy. Yes. Lots of biting insects and things buzzing around you. Steam rising off you now as it warms up, and you're not sure if you'll even dry out. But okay, so we've established that Giselle is in front, or at least at the moment is in front. Borges is in the middle. What about the rest of you?
I feel like I need to be near Borges so he can pick me up.
In case
there's water again.
That's fair enough.
I kind of.
Okay, so you're kind of walking along
like behind him, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
or like, yeah.
And what about Zygon and Kidlat?
Kidlat kind of goes towards the middle back.
Middle back. Okay. So at the moment we've got.
And I've
one in the
been
front.
so worried about my fucking soaking wet instruments that I didn't realise
Yep.
everyone was already lining up and leaving. So
Right.
I'm at the back, not out of choice, but because I'm trying to dry off my lute and my flutes.
Wait.
And everyone's already fucking walking, so
Yeah.
I like hurriedly pack like shit.
Yeah, that's fine. And I guess you're maybe trying to shake things off and
Yeah.
I mean, all of you.
That's
I
the
suppose
bottom of the
some
loop.
of you are wearing less clothing than others, only less armor.
I mean, I'm almost certain I'm still wearing a fucking purple dress of some kind, so
Oh yeah, and your butterfly wings.
Unicorn. Yeah. Unicorn horn.
Floppy messes all over your back at the moment. They're not doing anything for you. They don't even look perky. Okay, can everybody make a survival check, please? Sounds dramatic, doesn't it?
Yeah. You died.
You died.
Don't survive.
Oh.
Oh my god.
just
There.
no, one down.
I can't.
Yeah, just
She's
click on
done.
the
Kidlat's
actual
done one.
This
Yeah.
one.
Oh, you've already done it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just refresh the page.
Okay. Okay. So yes, you're walking towards the tower, and as you're walking across a particularly swampy, marshy area, there's a whole load of huge, great kind of bubbles of we can only assume of marsh gas start coming up around you, all iridescent colours, just and this big bubble floats up into the air and then pops some way away from you. And as it pops, you kind of hear this little sort of as the bubble pops, just little different laughs and titters and giggles as the bubbles pop around you. The smell of old cheese very much filling the air. So one of the bubbles actually pops out of the ground right near you, Rikito, and pops right next to you, and you hear a sort of sound of laughter, and then feel this sort of the gas in the bubble kind of floats over you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh no.
You're a dwarf. Your Constitution's huge. There you go.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay, that's fine. Just this waft of stinky old cheese comes across me. You're just like, oh.
I think it might have been him.
That actually makes me quite hungry.
Nice.
But other than that, you suffer no ill effects. Okay. This bubble, can you all again make a group survival check just to get across and out of this field? So everybody make a.
Uh-oh. Rikito is a crit.
Nice.
So where did that start? Was that with Zygon's 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We're just waiting for.
I did 4.
I done a 4.
I done a 4.
That's okay. That's
Yeah,
average.
you've just got this smell, but as it's a group check and overall, that wasn't too bad.
Boom, save.
I just note that Rikito is not a survivor.
Not a survivor. I can
Not a survivor. Yeah, okay, that's good to go. Okay, but Borges is walking next to you, and he's suddenly got right in the measure of this, how the gases are coming, and he just kind of steers you to one side as a big bubble almost comes up underneath your feet, and then just wafts up into the air to pop about 30 feet above you with a little. And
I'd like to
okay,
try to wink at Rukito, and it comes another blink, just another like that, and a thumbs up.
Your really awkward double blink,
Yeah,
double wink.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, sweet. No, well, you kind of get to the end of this very marshy, bubbly area, and yeah, the tower is now ahead of you. Let's say probably another. Probably another 5 minutes, and you'll be within within good sight of it.
Oh, I'd like to tell the gang. Well, I've just remembered because I've been taking notes, and I had notes in my notebook from before we got sucked through the thingamabob. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light gave me 2 pieces of instructions I think is probably good to have as group knowledge. First, these notes aren't very good, so I apologize. The Queen needs to be saved. Free the alicorn. Don't really know what that means. And then 2, watch out for mixing up the past, present, and future. Pretty cryptic. It was very clear when they told it to me, so I didn't take great notes. Can't really.
So you made it cryptic. They told you in just
Very
pure
clearly.
facts. They told you exactly what to do and what not to do, and you thought, right, let's make this cryptic.
Yeah.
They went
Borges-
like, A1, do this. Absolutely.
Here's your bullet point list, Borges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's the PowerPoint with these points on it.
Yeah. Note taking, not a skill of Borges's. Even if he has the notebook at all times, you assume he'd be good at it. No, he's not good at it.
You capture the essence of things, don't you? Really, not.
That's
not
it. It's
absolute
pure,
detail.
pure poetry in this book. Nothing but poems make it in.
It's good. It's good. Well, I can't remember what they said, but anyway, I'm not going to look it up and tell you.
I've heard this. I'm feeling like super aware of things now, and I'm carrying on. Okay.
Okay, you're super aware of things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and recall the name Alicorn, because I'm sure I've heard it in a song or something. I imagine it's a beast.
Oh, now you're
It's a rabbit, right?
asking. It's a rabbit.
Isn't it?
What's a rabbit?
Alicorn.
Would you like me to roll for this before you go and have a look?
Yes. Why don't you roll before I go?
Just to save you some trouble. Well, there you go, 7.
Yeah. No. Thanks, Cam.
You're welcome.
I've just added the DM's negative roll to your roll there, just to make sure. There's a little switch I've got here, which is if they ask an awkward question, you just click this switch and it automatically rolls a really low number for them, whatever they roll. No, you think it sounds suspiciously like unicorn, but maybe that's what you're thinking of. Alicorn, unicorn, sweet corn. I don't know. Could be any of those things. Could be edible, could be animal, but maybe it'll come to you when it's stabbed.
What was the name of the bunny's boss? Wasn't it Alicorn?
The bunny? You're talking about your own race of people here. Is that how you like to refer to
They were going to take us to their boss, weren't they?
No,
Yeah.
it was called. We've got the lyrics up here. Let me just look back in my songbook. It was called Agdon Longscarf, Brigand Prince of Prismere.
Right.
Well, if you'd listened to my song, I
Yeah,
appreciated it last time. Then... Oh, it's fine, Giselle. Whatever. You lead the way. I'm actually going to start playing a really spiteful song now. I'm going to play the exact same song, but I'm going to add an extra paragraph at the end, basically saying that all my friends would have been killed immediately if I hadn't saved them all from this fucking mugging of all your best memories, and then I'll just stop.
How far away from the tower?
You're getting closer.
I was still walking.
Warheads have started off with this thing. Oh, there was this thing I needed to tell you, and then somehow you
Still
started
paddling along.
talking about unicorns and alicorns and Agdon Longscarf, and then that's brought back the very recent but bitter memories for Zygen, who's now pretty much huffing.
Yeah, I'm sulking at the back now.
Sulking, just doing a really.
I miss my fans.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed at Kidlat as well because I thought she was a fan, and she's showing no appreciation for the music either.
Absolutely nothing.
That's why she followed you through. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you thought.
Yeah, well, you made it very clear.
Yes. Turns out Kidlat seems to be very, very focused on. Yeah.
No, I have no interest in Zygon at all.
Oh, art mimicking life. So as you're walking on, so yes, you hear the mutter of friends from Zygen, and saved everybody. But yes, you come across and towards the tower ahead of you. A crumbling stone tower rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle, you think, how the hell is it still standing up? As you get closer, you see black brambles surrounding the base of the tower, clinging to its lower half. So the tower, as you get there, you reckon it's about 50 feet tallish. Brambles, huge black brambles covering the bottom of it. What you do notice is hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. And the basket's dangling about 30 feet over the surface of the swamp.
Borges.
Semi-reachable.
Borges, what are the brambles, Mr. Druid?
Yeah, I'd just like to go and have a peek at those brambles. That's a good idea. Look pretty prickly. Gonna go in my notebook.
Yeah, they're big old things. They are big old brambles. Okay, so as you approach,
Pair with a paw. If you use the pair, try to use the claw.
On my notebook, there's just prickle in all caps on one page. One page.
We've seen the balloon, by the way. It's the balloon inside.
Yeah, no, the balloon. That's what's hanging from the top of the tower. That bit I just.
That's the balloon.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the remains of the balloon. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, are you approaching the tower and the?
Yeah, I'd like to
brambles?
inspect the brambles if that's possible.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So you get
No
up
one
close.
inside
No one inside. Where?
the tower.
Not that you can see at the moment. No. You
I'm
hear?
gonna shout, "Hello!"
Are you okay?
I'm gonna
Yeah, okay.
go and inspect.
You hear this? You hear somebody going? Sorry, kid. Like, what are you saying?
Oh, carry on. No. What do we hear?
Did you want to
Before I
do
carry
something
on.
as he did that?
Okay, Kidlat is gonna go and inspect the hot air balloon a little bit closer, but not just keeping her distance as well.
Okay. So yeah, it's hanging quite a way up in the air, but you can see the basket's kind of waving slightly and slightly turning slowly. And you hear Giselle as you start approaching. Giselle goes, "Hello, anybody there?" And you hear shush, coming from the basket. "Hey, shush! I'm up here. I need your help."
How did you get there? That's a lie. I know how you got there.
I have I'm gonna let all these idiot companions kind of do their thing, and I'm gonna be stood a little bit of distance away, using my thumb and forefinger, like the mathematicians of old, I'm assuming. I'm going to try and figure out the exact angle at which this tower is leaning. Because clearly one side of the tower would be extremely easy to climb up.
Yeah. So when Kidlat hears the voices, like I kind of drop back very quickly, and then as I'm gonna join Zygon and see if I can figure out if I can get on some kind of higher ground to be able to see inside.
Okay, so you could do a. You can certainly do a circuit of the tower if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go along with that.
Okay, as you start walking away, excuse me, the voice that you heard, it seems to be coming from the basket. Just goes, look, I'm in a bit of a bind. As you can observe, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, asked that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Blightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive, alas. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Look, please help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismere.
Who hears this? Yeah, who hears this?
Whoever's standing at the bottom. It's kind of like a loud whisper.
Can you show yourself?
Shh. Speak more quietly. There are 2 huge snakes asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door.
Oh, fuck.
Why does
If you shout too loudly, you're going to wake them up. They might put a squeeze on you or even find their way up here and eat me.
Whose heard this? Whose heard this?
All of you standing. Well, I think Zygon and Kidlap were starting to walk away, but you will have heard the voice again from the basket. But if you want to carry on round, you can.
I stop when I hear the snakes.
Because they resemble
Are we able to
cucumbers as
see
well,
the
so-
snakes?
You got a fear of cucumbers?
Yeah.
You, if you want to, I'll tell you what. You're going to do an active search. Well, the door to the tower isn't it from the side. I mean, you can roughly see on the picture roughly where the door to the tower would be. So you need to walk around there to that side of it. Is that what you're going to do?
Who?
I think so. I wanted to know where the snakes were.
Yes. I think he said. What did he say?
Did he say they were sleeping, the snakes? What did he say?
Yeah.
Sleeping snakes in the brambles, right?
Just outside the tower door.
Well, let's try to get him without.
Yeah, I've got. Remember, we famously all record suddenly that we have rope, and so I'm wondering now would be a good time to utilize that.
Do we also not have just an ultra stealthy character just joined our team?
Oh, that is true.
And
that is
quite
also
frankly,
very true.
hasn't really done anything useful yet. So I suggest.
But
let's go ultimate stealth.
how?
Yeah.
I don't know how strong they are, though. That's the thing.
Kidlat, I think you should go and have a look and stealth so you don't wake the snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite my fear of things resembling, those.
You're not actually afraid
Fear
of
of
cucumbers.
Yeah, so when I hear the voice talking about the snakes, I pick up the courage to say to everyone else, like, I'm gonna go and kind of take a look, but also.
So I'll come with you as well.
Okay, sure. Let's.
I whisper to Rikito like, see ya.
Can you guys keep watch on the snakes, please?
Yeah, and then I immediately feel bad because I'm like, they're actually in danger, and it wasn't the best performance of my life. So.
Zygon, as you did try to measure the angle of the tower, you're like, do a knowledge. Has anybody got knowledge? Oh, and Rukito as well. You're a dwarf. You'll know everything about building. What would be a reasonable check?
Performance?
Yeah, let's do. No, do an insight, a wisdom insight. But because it's a building, Rikito, you can do it with advantage.
Crit one.
Oh God.
Look, I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I was...
That's a really angle that it's at. It's leaning, sure.
Yeah. You think it's called
Rikito,
Paul's theorem or something?
If you could do one as well.
Rikito, I believe it's a 360-degree angle there.
Yeah.
Am I? What am I doing? Sorry.
Do an
Insight,
insight
sorry.
with advantage.
Insight. There's
Christ.
one. Oh.
Okay. You're looking at that, and as you can see, Zygon's kind of been looking at it and just going
For ages.
kind of he's like leaning like this and going, "Would I fall over at this point or not?" I'm not sure. You kind of you look at that and you step back and you go, "Yeah, you know what? There's no way that should still be standing."
Magic.
Anyway, okay, that answers one question.
Does Rikito say that? Does he say there's no way that should be standing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I very quickly go, yeah, no, that's what I was.
words into
That's what I thought as well. Yeah, no, I didn't. The angle doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't make sense, does it, Rikito? No.
Just laugh, pat you on the back.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I thought so. Yeah, cool.
Okay, Jezal and Kidlat, how are you approaching this stealthily? How do you want to approach this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be try to be very stealthy with this.
I don't really picture it. What's the quickest way to go up the rope there?
The rope isn't hanging down. There's nothing touching the ground from the balloon.
Yeah.
Um,
So we have to jump on the tower, basically.
Well, the brambles are probably 20 to 30 feet deep around the base of the tower as well. As you walk around, you notice that they're even thicker around the base of the tower, around the door area, really. Although the door, as you come around, the door does appear to be open.
Ooh.
And could you both, you two, make a perception check, please?
Yeah.
I was really taking a look.
And
it checked. Oh, 22.
Okay, so you both walk around there and you're looking, and yeah, sure enough, you see these two very, very large snakes coiled around just outside the door, but at the kind of right at the bottom of the brambles underneath them all.
At the bottom of the brambles, okay.
Yeah.
They are both sleeping.
At the moment, yes.
They appear to be. Okay. Right. So this is not the way in.
Should we take them down, or?
So Talabar whispers down. He says, "You might be able to, cut the brambles, perhaps cut a path. I don't know. The snakes are quite big."
Yeah. Okay.
What weapons do I have?
Does that sound feasible to cut those brambles and clear away a bit? Kind of
It does. When you're looking
away from the snake.
Yeah.
you can't you don't think you can walk through this.
Yeah.
You can't even just kind of pick your way. You will have to cut it. I mean, obviously, you don't have to cut it on this side, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna maybe try to cut it where at the angle where the tower is quite low, so we can reach. So I'm guessing from the picture here, it's like at the back of it.
At the back of the tower, opposite to the door.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, far away from the snakes, obviously. Yeah.
Does anyone have like fire spells?
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I was reading
yeah.
about it currently. I can control flames, but I can't conjure them. So I'm wondering if anyone has like a
We have a dwarf here, surely.
tinderbox.
Flame?
Yeah.
I do have a tinder box.
It's also wet. It's not going to burn, is it? I mean, unless it's magic, it's not going to burn, is it?
Tinder box. I have a torch. Just yeets the torch in.
I mean,
It might fall in a puddle.
You take that out. Everything is very wet.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I've
we
only
have
got-
a dwarf with an axe. I have a rapier.
Yeah, same. And claws. I think it's like figuring out like how deeply asleep the snakes are as well. Because if we're going to be slashing through a load of brambles, it might make a lot of noise.
Can someone keep an eye on the snakes whilst people at the back try to cut those bramble?
Does
And if anything happens,
Does anyone not have a means of cutting through the brambles?
You want a slashing weapon, something that's got slashing.
Yeah, I've got a scythe. I can cut brambles. Sickle, sorry.
Mine is finesse, so mine will not cut through. Your claws will.
My claws.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on the snakes because also I'm assuming I have a pretty marvelously loud voice. So if they wake up, then hey guys, like fucking, they're awake anyway. So I'll just
Take it.
You could charm the snakes. You could pick up the snake charmer. Borges is very excited about that, just in case you didn't pick up on that.
I really try and pretend like it's not the coolest thing I've ever heard. and I'm like, yeah, maybe I guess like, you know, that could be cool. And now I'm just like, please wake up.
Borges is going to try and add to chopping, but he's somehow packed 2 staffs and a scimitar. So I'm not sure how much use I'll be on chip chopping either, but I'll join in.
So then
I mean, scimitar is sharp.
So then I turn to Giselle and say, like, well, I guess we'll have to get through this. And then I think about a couch to get my claws out.
Oh.
And try to. And that's like my nod to Giselle, like, let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. Right, so go at the back and try to chop those brambles.
Okay. So it is heavy going. So what I'm going to say is you've got to get through about 25, 30 foot of brambles here. So let's everybody make an attack roll with whatever weapon you're holding. It'll be the first time you've rolled an attack roll, so that'd be good. If you don't know how to do it, click on the weapon in your character sheet that you're using. And which bit of it is? Hold on, sorry.
It's under the actions.
Under the action things. I haven't got the thing open. Right, start
It's
there.
on-
Forget that.
Is that the right thing?
Oh, was that...
Is that wrong?
Yeah, so it's like...
It's literally like it's a sofa.
I kind of get my claws stuck in one of the...
That looks like damage you've done there.
Oh, that's my bad.
Not the attack.
Borges hasn't figured out how a scimitar works yet, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
What-
Rukito takes a great swing at
okay.
it. Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Rukito
Just been showing up.
Rukito and Kidlat both take a good chunk out of it. Giselle, you somehow get the angle wrong and it just kind of just bounces off a particularly thick stem. And Borges as well.
Whoa, what?
So the 3 of you just kind of attack it, and you do. Yeah, you did the damage as well, which is a good way to roll it. We'll take your 2 damage from above, and Rukito, if you roll the damage for your battle axe.
Is it, which damage is it? There's 2. There's like the D8 and then a
using
D10.
2 hands or 1 hand?
What is a battle axe?
Yeah, but I think you can roll if you're holding it as one-handed, you do
Right.
1d8. If you're holding it as two-handed, you do 1d10. But obviously, if you're holding it as two-handed, you don't have the shield. But in this case, you might not bother with the shield.
I probably haven't bothered with the shield, so I'll probably do
Yeah, so you can
2-handed.
click on the 1d10 plus
Cool.
whatever it is, it'll come through.
I did 8.
Ooh.
How come that didn't come through?
I don't know. It
That
rolled
came
it
up on
on
my character sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it came up on there, but not through.
Yeah, it came up on Beyond thingy, but D&D Beyond.
Other
but
rolls came
not
through. Okay,
thingy.
not to worry. Not to worry. Fine. Okay, so in total, 8, 12. Okay, so yeah, between the three of you, you kind of hack a 5 foot kind of square path into the brambles. Okay. Let's just do it all one more time to see if we can get an average going here, and then.
So again, you're keeping an eye on the snakes, yeah?
Yeah. I actually forgot to be keeping an eye, so I'll like quickly look around and be like, oh fuck, are the snakes still there?
They are still there, and they don't appear to have moved.
Cool.
Nice.
So.
Oh, crit.
Man. Am I clicking the right thing here? I
Just
feel
goes
like
through
I'm-
absolutely everything.
Borges.
Oh.
No, that's fine. I don't know yours.
Okay.
He's rolling the attack. No?
And it's doing the damage automatically, which is quite a good way of doing it. That might be a setting on the thing. Okay, so Rikito and Giselle, you take a nice big chunk, so roll your damage, guys. So obviously Giselle, you do max damage with the sickle, because that was a crit. So it's double,
Yeah, so that's
double plus the...
Battle axe damage 14.
1d4,
No,
so that's
is
8 plus 4 is 12. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rikito.
I did it in the thing in D&D Beyond, and it came up with battle axe damage 10 plus 4. So 14. I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah. So again, Borges and Kidlat don't quite make that much progress, but the two of you, the other two of you, just kind of step in. It's just like another 5 foot gone. Okay, you are. I'm not going to make you do all of this because actually you're not under a massive time pressure here. It appears that the snakes are not hearing this. So Talavar was found. Oh, that's very good. Yes, well done. Well done. Well, you'll be through it in no time, won't you? Just one question. Once you've done that, how are you going to get up here?
Or you're going to jump on the tower.
Okay.
Yeah. Are there like little like rivets on the tower at all? Like.
I mean, as you're getting towards it, you look like that. You think you might be able to climb up the outside of the tower. The only problem is that you're underneath the slant, so it's going to be what do you call that when you're climbing up and back?
Yeah.
Incline.
So that's going to make that extremely difficult. Although you could probably kind of shimmy
At
around.
least to go around it. Yes, you go
You could
around,
shimmy around
it.
until you're going up the other side of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes you about another 2 or 3 minutes. But you've then just hacked a path to the brambles. A few little scratches and tears in your clothing where the brambles have caught, but nonetheless you are now standing at the bottom of this tower, which where you are is kind of leaning so far over you. But you can see not into the balloon, but the basket is almost completely over you as well now.
So can we jump on? Or sorry.
Yeah.
When you say jump up, where do you mean?
How high up
Well,
is?
we've cleared enough bramble to access the stones.
You can get onto the stones of the tower. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, let's do it then.
what you will need to do is. So I'm just trying to think. So what's your plan? You're looking at this. I don't think even Kidlat, I don't think you feel you could climb up the vertical slope that way. So you'll have to work your way around to the other side of the tower. Okay, so we'll do a few. Who's going to do the climbing?
I'll do the climbing.
No. I do not
Yeah,
climb.
Rikito and Borges look at each other and just shake their heads.
Yeah, I'll go as well.
Okay, you two are going to climb. Okay, so we shall. Climbing is an athletics thing, actually. Although does somebody get advantage on climbing?
Kidlat's claws gives her a 20 feet, like, climbing speed.
Athletics.
It's weird that climbing is athletics, but I guess it is. Athletics is meant to be more strength than acrobatics.
Yeah, I was hoping for acrobatics.
Yes.
Which, when you're talking about things climbing, if you've got a special, hang on.
$17.
Okay, 17. Okay,
Oh.
well you can make a start. You're going to have to kind of, Kidlat, if you roll one as well. Okay, that's. You'll find it's hard to get a grip there, but you can follow where Jazal put his first few handholds, and you can follow him round. Just make another couple of checks. I want to see. This is to get you round the tower because you're going to have to go up and above the brambles to get round the side of the tower until you can get to the slightly easier climb and be above the door as well.
Okay.
So make another couple of rolls. I just want to see how that goes.
15.
15 and 17. Okay, that's cool. You can still make progress. And one more.
Oh God.
Let's see what Giselle does.
I've fallen.
18.
18. Okay. So Kidlat, you don't actually fall, but you kind of have to stop there, and you feel like you really can't make any progress for a few seconds.
Fear
It's
of
just like
heights.
you're just like, oh God, okay. Just breathe deep. You didn't fail by a critical amount. It was close, but you managed to kind of hang on and not fall in. You kind of look down between your feet, and it's like, yeah, there's some big old bramble patches down there. You wouldn't want to fall into that if you can help it, but you didn't. So the two of you end up. I'm going to say you're going to end up coming round the tower, just above the door. Okay.
And to clarify, the door's open, right?
The door is open. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let me just. Sargon, you still watching the snakes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just puts his book down.
Actually,
do
you know what? I want to roll for that because, yeah, yeah. It's kind of like they're just like they're keeping my peripheral. I'm kind of enjoying watching the climbing and.
Yeah, well, you're standing there. You see kind of Giselle kind of reach an arm round, and then one of his big, long rabbit legs with his big rabbit feet, and just kind of haul himself round. And then a few seconds later, Kidlat's kind of comes round as well. Can you two, Borges and Rikito, what do you want to be doing at this point?
I want to, how they sometimes snoop around an entrance without going in? Like, you're just very tentative, just trying to see what I can see through the open door.
Is there a way we could attach a rope from a stone here that's sticking out for them if they want to, like, climb up?
Not from this side. Again, the angle's all wrong for that. I mean, you'd need to be much higher up, and you'd need to stretch a very long rope down to tie it off onto something. Well, you mean so it goes over the brambles?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you'd need to.
Well, we cleared really like just to.
If you get up to the and get inside it, you might be able to.
And how far are we from the hanging voice?
It's on the other side of the tower to you now.
Okay.
It's on the side that's where you cut the brambles. It's leaning down over that side. You do notice there's a window about halfway up the second, or is it first story? Depending on whether you're American or English. But there, anyway, there's a big window there that you think you probably could get to. But before you do that, can you two make a stealth check, please?
Who?
Kidlat and Giselle.
Nice.
Oh, dang.
Oof. Stealthy.
Super stealthy. Nice one.
Well, you're both stealthy.
We
Jesus.
basically disappear.
I look up and it's just like, wait, where have they?
Oh, you also have stealth mode. Cool, cool.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the snakes don't hear you move very stealthily. If you look down now, the snakes are probably only about 15, 20 feet below you. And they are big.
Right. Very discreetly, I point toward the window and say, let's go up.
Okay. So this is an easy climb, but I still want you to make both make an athletics check and a stealth as well.
Okay.
The three of you on the ground, you see them come round. Yeah, they're moving super.
Get ready.
Super. You're very impressed with their skill in climbing.
Oh, we're very. Oh, crit. Fuck.
Natural.
The stealth, you say, yeah,
And the stealth, yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. It was an easy climb, so you needed to make a 10. In fact, what I could, no, it's fine. You could have taken 10 on that, to be honest. But perfect. Okay. Yeah, Kidlat, you kind of make up for that earlier sort of little slip around the side there. That basically nobody really noticed anyway. And just kind of very confidently, you can almost walk up this. Now,
Yeah, I kind of shoot a glance down into down down to Zygon and Vorhes. Like, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. I mean,
I'm like, I'm still so confused by the angle. That to me, it looks like Kidlat's just walking up like a vertical tower, and I'm like, what?
like the old movies where the people would walk up the sides of the building and they just literally turn the camera at an angle. So
I'm gonna look at Borges and Rukito, just like, I'm amazed, just like, guys, like, that's impossible.
You're
holding my hat and trying to look up.
I can't work this out.
Yeah.
Wait, is this actually going? Okay. The tower feels pretty stable under your feet as well, despite the lean on it. And before long, you get to this window. What do you want to do?
Can I guess.
Is that
peek
window open?
You can try it. And it's
Having a look first. Having a look
Okay.
through the first.
Yeah,
That's
just
fine.
have a peek through.
The room inside is empty, and it actually looks like the window would open out quite easily.
Okay.
So yes, you
let's
could.
do it then. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you open the window, both sides of it, back against the tower, gently leaning the window frame back against the wall to make as little noise as possible, and then you step in. Well, no, sorry. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm obviously checking for any potential traps or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's obviously checking potential traps. Okay, do a perception check.
Is that for me as well?
Yeah, why not? If you're both just being a bit cautious when you walk on.
Yeah, scanning the room, sort of.
I'm a little bit upset that the window didn't stay closed, because I would have made like a circle and
With your claw.
The Puss in Boots. Yeah.
Okay, no, you guys don't. There appears to be nothing untoward in this empty. It's up here. The tower is probably 15 foot round across. This it's a square tower, so quite a sizable room, but not huge. And there's stairs leading up. Out of the opposite window actually. So as you walk into the room, it's obviously there's quite a slope to the floor, so you're kind of having to kind of move down. But you can see a window opposite, and almost outside that, away from the tower, but you can kind of see the bottom of the basket kind of swinging at the.
So what's in the basket then? What do we see in the basket?
Can we see inside?
You can see if you go over to the window and have a look out. You look out. Actually, sorry, the basket is a little bit below. Oh no, I do apologise. No, you can't see into the basket there. What you do notice, I apologise, is some stairs going up, which looks like you might be able to get onto the roof. But you can see the bottom of the basket from that window. To see in the basket, you need to be higher up.
Right. So I guess we're gonna have to
Shall we
go
go
up the stairs.
Yep.
Here you go. You go first.
Pushes you forward.
I shoot him a glance. Like, okay.
Damn rabbit.
Well, ears peeled, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So both you make another perception check, and these stairs, given your agility, generally you can, but they're at a very weird angle with the whole tower. But as you're going up, make another perception check.
Oh, nice.
On fire.
I'm 19. Yeah.
Okay, you're out perceptioning each other at the moment. It's just like,
My perception is better than yours.
Did you notice those motes of dust over there? You don't notice anything untoward either. So you can climb up, and then there's a trapdoor that kind of pushes out above you, and you can. As you get to the trapdoor, as you notice that, given those perceptions, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the trapdoor. There appears to be no traps on it. Why do they call it a trapdoor if there's no traps on it? Anyway,
That's a trap.
Yeah,
Still a surprise.
Yeah, you flip the trapdoor open, and you can climb out onto the roof.
Okay.
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
To the roof. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The rest of you on the ground, you've kind of lost sight of. They are inside the tower now, and they have been for a few minutes as they've been exploring. You don't know what's been going on, obviously. Out of game, you do. But what have you been doing in the meantime?
I'll shout, "Hey, Zygon, how are those snakes doing?"
I have not been
Okay.
ever since I saw Kidlat walking vertically. Like, I've not been looking at the snakes at all.
Okay. So you hear shh, for goodness sake, be quiet. What's wrong? Okay.
I give him a thumbs up.
All right. Oh, for goodness sake. These snakes are clearly very sleepy and feeling very, very lazy right now because they don't move. Okay. Rukito, what are you doing?
God, I don't know. Just because I can't really stealth anywhere, I'm still sodden.
Yep.
I feel like I'm gonna have to just wait this out if I'm honest. I don't really know if I can help.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, very good. So back on the roof. You two kind of work your way carefully towards the edge of your roof, which is now, if you can imagine the crenellations and the slant of the roof, you're almost putting your feet on the crenellations. They would normally be vertical, and they're right at an angle. But you can see the whole balloon all tangled up, completely burst, lots of ropes, and you peer over the edge there. And what you see is the balloon basket. And in the bottom of the balloon basket appears to be a sort of a silver bird cage. And inside the bird cage, somebody says to you, it's this kind of strange little creature, says, "Oh, thank goodness. Oh, well done. Did you manage to get up here without waking the snakes? We've got a rather loud friend down there. I'm Sir Talavar. Very pleased to meet you." What you see is Small. I'm going to try and find you a picture of him. Hold your horses. Oh, that's handy.
He's the horse.
Oh, handout. Have a handout. Show to players. Show to everyone. I just need one click.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's a special boy.
He couldn't fly out.
So, you two, certainly Giselle, you know that this is a fairy dragon.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a violet fairy dragon, and he's kind of inside this cage. The bird cage is on its side, and he's saying, I can't get out. There's magic on this cage, and it stopped all of my own magic. It appears to be the lock. In the bottom of the basket as well, you see the corpse of a of a bullywug, which is kind of like a humanoid frog creature. Okay, and he says, "Dear Wigglewog, he helped me escape from that foul hag, but died in the crash. Poor chap. But he couldn't unlock the cage, and I don't know how to. Perhaps you could help."
Oh, let's get you out first, right?
Well, that would be great. How do you propose to do that?
How big is that cage?
You could. He's small, so you could both. Either of you could pick it up quite comfortably. Yeah. Okay. It's like a large bird cage. Yeah.
What? Can we attach a rope from the crenellation, one of the crenellation, and drop it down to the basket?
Yeah. I mean, there are the ropes.
Could we just pull the basket? I don't know.
You could try pulling the basket up. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems easier, right?
Yeah.
Let's just that.
Should I?
So yeah, you can grab hold of the ropes of the basket and.
If we both do it at the same time, like.
Yep. Okay. So it's heavy, but you can pull it. You won't be able to get it all the way up onto the top of the. Just the angle is going to prevent you from pulling it all the way over. As it comes up, you'll notice it kind of catches underneath the side of the tower.
Can we catch the cage though?
But it's enough for if you kind of wrap a rope around one of the crenellations to kind of hold it tight, you could lean over and probably have to drop down into the basket to lift it up and pass it up.
Yeah, I think I'll be the one to drop down.
Okay.
Into the basket.
Okay, so how are you going to do that?
I also, so I say hello first.
Hello.
And say, I'm really sorry about your friend here. And then I kind of, so it's leaning over the basket.
Yeah, so if you can imagine that the tower, I don't know if we can see, but the tower's at an angle, and you pull the basket up, so the basket's kind of there. So you just need to hop down. It's literally like probably 5 feet below, but the basket itself has some depth to it, so you can't kind of reach over
so I
very
kind
easily.
Of,
So
I guess I like hang like from the side, and then like try and climb that little slope downwards.
Yep. I mean, it's easy. By the time you're quite tall, aren't you?
Yeah.
6 foot. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's probably only a 2 or 3 foot drop if you wanted to drop into the basket.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Okay. I do still try to climb because I don't want to, just in case it rocks or anything.
I'm gonna lean over to Boaz and just be like,
yeah.
Look how extra she is.
What do you mean?
Oh, that reminds me. If you and Rokito stand together, I'm guessing you're still both wet at the moment. Right. Okay, I put you both together, and I do a small burst of wind and I'm drying your hair with this burst of wind while this is going on above us.
Nice.
A puff of wind that fits within a 5 feet cube, but you have to stand together. Like,
it literally is like you can snuff out a candle. It's like,
I go, Trezor May. Like that.
Trezor May.
Yeah, that's.
Just imagining the light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You could actually light it as well as do a little puff of wind.
Yeah, I don't like their hair. No, I don't do that. I just puff of wind, and I feel like that raises the mood. I hope.
Yeah.
I feel like Zygon now just looks like that.
Disturbingly warm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what happens to you two.
Yeah, no, I fully embraced it. I was just like, I've always wanted to be in one of these adverts.
Shiny locks.
It's a cantrip. You can do it as much as you like.
Oh.
You just keep going. Poof.
Yeah.
Just a beard just slowly parts on my chest. I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
That's a neat little spell. Yeah, I like that.
I feel like Zygon's doing the Zoolander, the blue steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the moment you guys are still watching the snake, so you're not kind of seeing what's unfolding around the back end of the.
I completely forget about I completely forget about the snakes until someone else reminds me, because I'm now getting a full. Blow dry. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, very good. The snakes are still sleeping. Kidlat, you drop down gracefully and gently into the bottom of the basket, avoiding the dead bullywog called Wigglewog, and the bird cage is now at your feet. Yes, lying on its side. So Talavar says, "Oh, thank you so much. May I know the name of my gallant saviour?"
Yes. And then I kind of look at him, and then I say, "Oh yes, it's Kidlat."
Oh, for Kidlat.
I'm just
a
amazed
noble
by
name
him.
for a noble creature. Right. Well, perhaps you could pass me up to your friend there.
Pass you. Can I pick him up? Is that
You can pick the cage up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You can pick the cage up with him in it.
Okay. Yeah. So then I pick up the cage and then kind of see first if Giselle is paying attention, if he's ready to get the cage.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah. So then
you can see my paw.
Yeah. So then I lift it up.
Okay, fine. And yep, Giselle, you can reach down because I'm guessing if you kind of looped the rope around the crenellation, you don't need to hold it too tight. You can reach down and pull the pull the cage up, and you do so. Oh.
Yep.
And who might you be, sir?
I'm Giselle.
Giselle.
Yeah.
What a fine name for a fine warrior.
Indeed.
You're not with those brigands, though, are you? That Agdon long scarf.
No. We met them already. No, we're not. We're not part. We're not with them. We're a whole different group.
A whole different group.
Yeah.
But I must say, I'm very glad that you've turned up. Right. Well, now what?
I've got lots of questions, but let's get you out of here, right? Let's get out of the tower.
Yes, very good. How did you get in?
Yeah, so we just climbed out. Do you know anything about this tower?
No. It's very slanty.
Yeah.
No, the first I knew of it was when we crashed into it.
I'm just wondering, there's two snakes guarding it. We've just been upstairs, but
Well, yes, those snakes were. I do feel they were sent after me, to track me down.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think at this point I'm gonna. Can I try to get back up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
So
No, the basket
I'm just like a little
falls to
bit
the ground.
disturbed
You
by
in
the
it?
dead body beside me.
Yeah, no, because you're swaying. The basket's kind of swaying gently
Yeah.
side to side and twisting
Yeah,
around
right,
a
kill
little
up.
bit.
So then I get back up and then I ask like how, I guess is still like a little bit amazed by Sir Talivar, but I do ask like how did you know about the snakes guarding the tower?
I saw them. No, they followed me here. They
Yeah.
arrived after I crashed. That hag Bavlona, she obviously sent them after me once I escaped. I do feel bad about Wigglewog.
Can I ask though, why are you locked in the cage?
Well, they captured me, you see. She
All right.
captured me and locked me in this cage because I am here. I'm one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, and she sent me here to find out. Well, actually, to seek an alliance with Zabilna. When I got here, what did I find? Chaos, disaster, the realm in thrall to these three disgusting hags. And as when I came to confront Bavlorna, well, she managed to trap me in this damn magical cage. I mean, I haven't been able to get out. But anyway, Wigglewog took pity on me. They're not all bad there, you know. It's quite a lot of quite a lot of dissent. Not many people really like the hags, it has to be said. Well, anyway, yes, he helped me escape on one of her balloons, and, well, I fear she sent some magic after me, an air elemental or something it must have been, that caused the balloon to crash, and that was the end of poor Wigglewog.
Well, we'll try our best to get you out of the
Yeah,
cage.
let's get you out of the tower.
I must
Yeah.
get back to the Summer Queen. So, Jezal out of game. Jezal, you're a fey creature, or part fey anyway. No, you are a fey creature. The Summer Queen. So
Yeah.
there are certain courts in the fey realm. The Summer Queen is one of the uber
Yeah.
rulers in there. So yeah. So you know who the Summer Queen is, and her
Yeah, we
court.
would love
and
to meet the Summer Queen.
yes, absolutely.
Or let's get you out and let's meet our friends downstairs. And
Well, that would be simply marvelous. Yes.
those snakes, are they going to be tracking you?
Well, it's possible we could sneak away, or maybe can we? Do you think we could deal with them?
Yes. We do.
Or let's not
Yeah.
if we don't have to, but
I like your style. Unfortunately, I
have a
can be of
friend.
limited use to you. I cannot do anything from within this cage. It seems.
I believe we do have someone on the team who would possibly know more about the magic that's keeping you within that cage. We would have to. I think we'd have to bring you downstairs to him. I think.
if not, we can always take you to the Summer Queen, right?
No. So I'm thinking that maybe
The Summer Queen. No, sorry, the Summer Queen is not in this realm.
Yeah. So
He came here on an errand from the Summer Queen.
From the Summer Queen.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Prismir is, or was, Zabilna's realm.
Okay.
And appears not to be anymore.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if it is like magic that's keeping him inside, it's not a key or anything, is it?
Well,
Like the
are you asking
cage.
this?
Oh. Would I be able to like take a look at the cage?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has a lock on it. There is no key in the lock.
Okay. So once I see the lock, I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Very good. Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Like
That
prison boots with your
is
claw.
Yeah.
sleight of hand, isn't it? Finding something. Manual trickery. that what it is? It must be that. Yeah. There's nothing else in there that would do. There used to be pick lock. That's an actual thing, but we'll go with sleight of hand. Okay, yeah, you get your thieves' tools out, and Sir Talavar comes over and he's peering. Oh, well, that's very clever. But you try for a few minutes and you simply cannot unpick this lock.
I retract my claws.
Okay.
And turn to Giselle and ask if we should try to head back down, or
Did you the lock? Did you feel like you could? You think magic was stopping you, or do you feel like you couldn't do it?
I'm not sure.
DM does not want to answer.
It's more for Hamish, really.
Yeah. Do an insight for Kidlat. Insight. Yeah, you feel that probably wouldn't have mattered how good you were
Okay.
with this one. There seems to be something about this that is not your usual lock. So it presumably either needs the actual key. Talab goes, oh, that's a shame. It really is. I did suspect as much. I mean, there is a key, but it's not here. I seem to know. Yes, someone to the east of here will have a key, but.
Good night, Dad.
Well, let's go back downstairs then,
Yeah.
Go back downstairs, sneak past the snakes. Oh, have we got Sir Talavar out of the cage?
Yeah, we did that while you were gone.
That was very easy. Oh wait, he's already gone back to the Summer Queen. Oh, the Summer Queen's here. Hey, Summer Queen. Don't worry about it. We found the Summer Queen. We've got Zabilna. Everyone's good.
I can still hear you talking.
Oh.
It was all Zygon.
It was all Zygon. Zygon's thinking how the story may well end. That's the bard he is. Okay. Yes.
So we're gonna try to go down. So I'm suggesting to attach the cage on my back or on Kidlak's back with one of the rope and climb down. Okay.
Okay. The same way you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Who's taking the cage?
Shall I take it or you want to take it, Kidlat?
Yes, you take it, because I went into the basket and that's like it's like your turn.
So yeah, I'm securing it at the back somehow with either a rope or some strap or
Yes, I guess
that's fine.
I help Giselle by tying it into a very it's a sturdy, bow, but it's still quite nice.
Yeah.
Kidlat, you don't fancy checking the tower since we're here, no?
Sorry?
You don't fancy checking the tower since we're inside?
Yeah.
We didn't really look for. I don't know whatever could be in the tower.
Yeah. So we're inside the square room.
Yeah.
So you come back down off the roof. Yeah. And in this one,
Can we do a search for anything? Anything in the tower?
Yeah, it's a perception. So on this floor, you can do another. Do a perception check to have a good hunt around.
Oh. You find a laser point pen. Keep trying to take
Okay, yeah, no, you both have a good look around, but you don't notice anything at all on this.
Nothing interesting.
On this floor, nothing of interest, I'm afraid. No.
Okay, we're down again then.
So you're going to go down towards the room, the base of the tower with the door in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Can you make a stealth check there as you go down the stairs?
Oh
Oh god.
So +7. Jeez. Oh boy.
Right. What a time to roll a 20. Right.
Shit.
Okay, as you are walking down the stairs, you step on a particularly creaky floorboard. It makes a very loud creak. Who's outside? You three. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3. Yep.
Okay. Are you watching the snakes?
I'm not. No.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
no, wait. I'm gonna say, Zygon, what about them snakes? There we go.
Oh.
Hey, Zygon, what about them? They're snakes.
You had one job.
Snakes. Yeah.
Claps him
I
in the
look.
back of the head.
Yeah. No. Okay. You guys notice both snakes kind of raise their heads and kind of come up a little bit, and look around.
I immediately drop to the floor and try and yeah, just like but
Okay,
you know when you're a kid and you hide in your bed and you just can't try and starfish to look as flat as possible. I'm just gonna do that on the floor.
I've got...
just as a stealth, you know.
Yeah. Do a stealth check then. Yeah. Yep. Okay. What are you other two doing?
Forgetting I have a loot on my back.
Luckily, I'm like 4 foot
Yeah,
tall,
you
so I
laugh-
don't have to go very far.
Little musical notes come out from the instruments you're lying on. Sorry, what were you?
I was going to say I'm only 4 foot tall, so I don't have to go very far. I slowly go down to the floor. I don't just drop because I've got chainmail armor on.
And so you're going to try and hide as well, are you? So stealth, you get disadvantage on stealth. Oh. And again.
Oh, it could be worse.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So you get an 11 and 4 heads.
I've just remembered that I've got Druidcraft. I'm going to use it a bit more often now, I believe. I'm going to make I see them kind of coming towards, so I try to...
Well, they haven't moved. They've
okay.
woken up. They've woken up. They've woken up, kind of like, and yeah.
Gotcha. I
You
cast
can
some
see their
wind
tongues kind of. Yeah.
in an opposite direction from them. Like I try and make it so it's in the other way from where we are, and it ripples through some of the...
What? So it brings...
brings them probably further out of their sleep. Yeah. Ripples the brambles
Oh my god.
a little bit more in the opposite direction from the tower. I've got 30 feet of range, it says on that, so I'm going to use the full whatever the furthest bramble is.
Okay, well, the brambles are 25 to 30 foot thick anyway from where they are.
God.
So it doesn't go. I mean, you make a little rustle to the other side, and they kind of both heads turn that way slightly. We're just going to I need to take a quick break because I need a wee. So,
Sounds good.
anybody else need to go? You can. We've got about.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, just sent something to one of you. Okay. So, Borges, you've just done a weird. What is it, another wind thing? Was it?
Yeah, it was
You just
my
farted in their
dry
direction.
effect. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they do look that way. Zygon, you're lying spread eagled on the ground. Nikita, you've kind of shrunk and kind of crouched down very slightly. Borges, I guess you're standing up.
I'd like to stand as still as possible. Yeah.
Do we know that Borges has just basically just made wind in their direction?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Because it has a vocal element
with my
to it, so you would have
face in the ground, right? I'm gonna say, I'm sure we had a fucking druid in this group. do you not talk anything about animals?
You have a lute on your back.
But just my lips, nothing else moves. Just Oh, I do know other things. I do know other things about animals.
Well, can you do something?
Just gonna play it out and see how it goes.
Okay, so the snakes have noticed. Oh, not yet. They haven't. Oh, hold on. But Borges is standing still. Okay. You two are who are hiding. Yeah, you seem to have hidden somehow. At least for now. Obviously, there's a lot of brambles in between the two things. But Borges, you're standing up, and although you're standing very very tall, it appears that they kind of they look towards you and kind of start uncoiling slowly, as if they're going to come towards you. Inside the tower, you hear the hissing of the snakes as you've come down the stairs. You kind of there's movement outside the door. So Talavar goes, "Oh dear, that doesn't sound good."
I say shh. Well, whisper shh. And then I guess I stop in my tracks and kind of try to try to see if Jazal has stopped as well, if he's heard it.
Yeah. How far the next would be from where we remember seeing them, from where we are right now?
The next. Sorry, say that again, Stefan. I didn't hear that.
How far would the snake would they be from us right now?
Well, you're coming down the stairs. You knew they were outside the door, so you haven't been. So the door is kind of open. It's opened in, so it's kind of blocking your view out. But you've heard this kind of hissing and movement outside, but you can't see out the door. So if you stopped when you made the loud creak on the stairs, then you're kind of halfway down the stairs. I'm saying before you get to the bottom of the tower, because you're coming down the stairs to search this room, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you all one round, effectively, to tell me what you're going to be doing. If you're going to carry on doing what you're doing, or you're going to do something else. So we will start with the the three outside. Who's got the? So Zygin, what are you going to do? You've got 6 seconds to do something.
6 seconds. Going to do something.
You see the snake start to uncurl and move towards you.
Move towards us? Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to...
move towards Borges, but Borges is standing right next to you, so...
Okay. I am going to... I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna Borges is annoying me. No, I'm gonna prepare a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
But I'm not gonna use it. But I'm ready.
Okay. You're ready. So you've got something in mind. Yeah, yep. Okay. Rukiko, what are you doing?
I was thinking 6 seconds. It's actually quite a long time. Sometimes I was going to slowly move backwards further away from Borges, because at this point I'm kind of slunk down.
Okay, do another stealth to try and move backwards, and I guess what you're trying to sort of get out of their potential line of sight.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Borges.
I would like to cast a spell. I would like to cast... I don't know if that went through. Speak with animals?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Speak with animals.
Speaky.
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
We hear from
I
the
hope
tower.
I hope that Borges actually says this out loud. That he goes,
Yeah,
"I will
yeah.
cast Speak with Animals," and I'm just like, "Oh, you little fuck."
So what do you do? What do you say, Borges? Before you told me that's what you're going to do. What's
Yep.
the role play terms? How are you doing this?
This is gonna be I'm gonna adopt the tone of a salesman. I'm gonna say, "Snakey, snakey. I understand that you are here on some kind of a mission, but what if I could give you something better than you've ever been given before? I'm a traveler from a faraway land, and I know what you are missing. I travel the world giving snakes legs, but only if you do exactly as I say." That's what I say to the snakes.
Okay, so okay, from a technical point, just make sure you cross that spell off or tick the spell slot that you've got there. So you've cast that spell. Perfect. Okay.
Got all 3 slots
Comprehend
done.
and verbally communicate with beasts.
Oh my god, you've used all your spell slots.
Yeah. Because I cleared 2 puddles
10
last
minutes.
time.
You cleared 2 puddles.
So I'm dead out of spells now.
You've got your cantrip still.
Yeah.
The beast of full sword. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. The snakes come up short, and you two outside can hear this kind of weird, like, I guess it's almost like a hissing kind of noise. You know, like when Harry Potter starts doing parcel tongue. Yeah. But anyway, the snakes stop, and they kind of, in as much as you can sort of see, they don't quite understand, right? You know, what the hell you're talking about, but they're kind of interested. Okay. Can you make a persuasion check?
Yep. +0 on persuasion. That's good. I was hoping that'd be a bit higher.
Oh, fucking 17.
It's not bad though.
Man, they want them legs. I can sell you this pen.
Okay, they seem to have taken a slightly less hostile stance. Well, not stance. They don't have legs, but you know what I mean.
Yet.
Yeah. Keep talking, boyheads.
You must slither back into the bog from whence you came, and when you get back to your journey's start, you will find you have 2 shiny, beautiful legs.
Wait, they only get 2 legs?
Yeah. They're gonna be.
I just imagine these 2 little fucking stumpy legs at the back of their tail, just kind of pushing them along.
I know what you're thinking. They are big legs, like mine.
That is funny.
They just what? How? Okay.
It's just the middle of the snake. The snake going to be propped up by 2, and the rest is still just dragging on the floor. Yeah.
Gonna be pushing its head through the mud. Just forward. It's like, okay.
2 legs.
The snakes kind of say, it's like, are you telling us to go? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. If you want legs, you must walk away.
What are these legs that you speak of? Why would I want legs?
Good question, because since you were cast out, snakes have never had legs. You could be the start of a new species of bipod snake that will conquer the world. I've seen it in dreams.
If you're talking, they look at each other and go, cast out? What's he talking about? Where have we been cast out from? What's he talking about? What? Sorry, what are you talking about?
Go back to where you came. Go. Go away.
Okay. No.
Yes.
Do you know what? This is ridiculous. We've travelled miles to get here, and then you're sitting in the bottom of this stupid tower. And then we've got a madman. Clearly, I mean, you can speak parcel tongue, which is impressive, and it's very nice to make your acquaintance, I'm sure. But yes, okay.
Hang on a second. You sound extremely polite.
Let me change my tune.
Well,
I just say it's nice to make your acquaintance too. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Likewise. Yes, we are not bad by nature. I mean, we were just told to find this fairy dragon thing that escaped from Bavlorna. We have no particular skin in the game, as it were.
Bavlorna. How would you describe Bavlorna as an employer? She.
As soon as he's heard they're middle class, he starts talking about careers.
Property prices around here aren't too bad, you know. She's, I mean, you know, indifferent. We get lots of frogs to eat, but occasionally we have to squeeze somebody she doesn't really like, but we're not really bothered either way. She's okay.
Okay.
We're just snakes.
To squeeze somebody. So who are you looking for currently then, and what do you plan on doing when you find him?
Well, we were looking for the one in the cage that was in the balloon, and then we were going to take him back. Or squeeze him if he wouldn't come, but he's trapped in a cage, so we were going to take him back.
That sounds like it would be easier with 2 legs, as I originally suggested. I have decided you should
perhaps
go
hands as well.
away. And hands. I can sweeten the deal. Yes. Yes, I can sweeten the deal.
I'm sorry, legs and hands, but not arms.
No arms.
You will be like the mighty T-Rex, which once walked other lands. Not these, but I've seen them in books.
So if I get this right, out of the game here, you are basically trying to persuade the snakes to leave.
Yep, that is what's occurring.
And your persuasion somehow worked because they kind of they can't shrug. Can you get the shoulders as well so we can shrug?
I can just improve your eyebrow mechanics. That's the best I can do.
Perfect. Yes. What's the eyebrows? Anyway, enough of it. The snakes indeed just say they kind of just say, well, okay, bye then.
Goodbye.
And the rest of you see, after what appears to be there's a lot of hissing and backing and forth, and snakes kind of looking at each other. If they can look quizzical, then they did. And then they slither off. Inside the tower, you don't know any of this is going on. Although what we could say is, what did you do whilst you heard some noises outside? What were you doing while that was going on?
I was just maybe trying to peek, see what's happening.
Okay.
I kind of thought the snake woke up, but I was hoping somebody would distract them outside. So just peeking, see if they're being distracted, or if they were coming.
So make a stealth check as you approach the door.
Uh, 14.
Okay, that's good enough. I mean, you're doing it because, as far as you know, there are snakes still outside. But you get to the door and you poke round and you you look through the brambles and actually, in fact, as you open the door, basically it's just a wall of brambles in front of you, isn't it? That's where you are. It's at the bottom there. So, but you kind of peek round and the snakes aren't there anymore. You can hear kind of what appears to be a lot of hissing, going back and forth.
That's right. It's clear.
Yeah. But you could. I mean, you can't walk out of this door without cutting your way out.
Yeah. Can we check the room though?
Yes, do check the room. Yeah. Oh well,
I'll join him.
Finish the room. Go on then. Both. Are you both having a look?
Yeah. Is it perception?
It is. It is perception. Yes. mean, it looks very empty just as soon as you walk down. There's no furniture or anything in there anyway. But you're going to have a good look around the room for anything that might be hidden away, stashed away, loose bricks here and there. There's nothing. I mean, there are loose bricks and loose stones in the floor here and there, but they hide nothing. The room is empty. Okay, so back outside. Zygen and Rukito, you notice the snakes just slither away back up almost the way you came. And before long, they disappeared into the swamp and the water. What are you guys going to do?
Slowly get up and go pat Boarhez on the back and go, fucking well done.
They were really big snakes.
I play. I
breathe heavily
on my flute. I play the snake charm song.
I then ask him, "What did you say?" Because all I heard was.
Oh, I cannot give away my secrets of debate and dialogue. All I'll say is that I know the secret to any snake is what he does not have.
Keep your secrets.
Very good. Very good. Yes. So they counted as they're a huge beast is what they would have been counted as. So they're really, really probably 20 to 30 feet long and
Jesus.
a good big round snake. So you did well to lie down and try and hide from them for sure. But nicely done. I think we're going to leave it there probably. Unless anybody wants to go on for a bit longer, but
seems like a good place to
we should stop at our 10 o'clock. Sorry?
Yeah. So it feels like
it's a reasonable place.
A normal place to stop now.
Yeah, that's fine. And we will carry it on with, the danger now appears to be clear, so you can probably act with slightly more impunity. Or maybe not.
Danger averted.
Can Boarhez schedule himself in for a quick lie down in the tower before the end of the session, or is that going to have to wait till?
Because his usefulness is pretty much gone now.
I'm pooped. Officially pooped.
Well, that's your first level. Don't ever forget the cantrips. Actually, you haven't got anything. What are your cantrips?
I got Control Flames and Druid Craft.
Okay, yes. Yeah. That's the two you get. Yeah. Appreciate. Well, you can decide to have a rest at some point if you wish. Yeah. It's an 8-hour rest, isn't it? I'm just trying to think how long you've probably been in here. You've probably been in here a few hours, and you were up a good few hours in the carnival, weren't you? So yeah, you're probably due for a sleep at some point. We'll see how we get to next time, and you can try and persuade the others to have a kip as well.
Cool.
Otherwise, Boarhez just falls to the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to need this.
Yeah. I need a bit of sleep.
Cool. Well done, everyone.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Still avoided even more fighting. Well done.
I fought some brambles.
One day I will get you in a fight.
Great pacifist run.
You didn't want to be in that fight. So. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks very much.
Awesome.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye.
The Artificers cast are George, who plays Boarhez, a Furbolg druid, Stefan, who plays Jazal, a Harengon monk, Nicole, who plays Kidlat, a Tabaxi rogue, Rupert, who plays Rukito, a Dwarven fighter, Cam, who plays Zygen, and Asimar Bard. And finally there's me, Hamish, the DM, who just tries to make sense of whatever the hell they get up to. In our games, we use Sirenscape for all the sounds, we use Roll20 for the VTT, we use D&D Beyond for the character sheets, sourcebooks, adventures, and we use Beyond 20 to stitch D&D Beyond to Roll20. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you're enjoying it as much as we are, we'll catch you next time. See you then.